Good afternoon, folks. Today is the 5th of August, 2020, in the year of the Lord Jesus Christ. Get the Escalade. We're out of here. So, the news for today was quite, as you could expect. We've got a this is from the GP. I know a lot of people don't think they're quality news, but they just, they report what they hear, and then we have good cognitive skills, unlike the former Vice President of the United States. Why the hell would I take a test? Are you a junkie? Joe Biden lashes out black reporter. I saw the video. It is very, very disgraceful. The man is an overt racist, just like Obama was. Come on, man. Obama was in there 8 years. He did nothing for race. He did nothing for relations. He did nothing to reform the police, and yet he's your savior? Please. And then you got days before Tuesday's massive explosion in Beirut, Democrats added funding for the Lebanese military back into House bill for some reason. Like, are we not seeing what's going on here, folks? We're not that dumb, are we? Please tell me we're not that dumb. Please. Because if we are, just shut it down now. Because a lot of us out here are awake and we're smarter than you think. Please. And then, Miss Yates testified in front of Senate Judiciary Committee today, where, of course, I don't like him. Senator Graham was called a sexist because of the way he asked the questions to Miss Yates. Yeah, you're in the big boys chair now, darling. We ain't gonna give you no special treatment. You want to be treated the same, we'll treat you the same. I saw Josh Hawley's questions. They were good questions, and she was caught in like 3 or 4 lies. So she's done. And then what else do we have here? Yates says that Comey went rogue in his decision to ambush General Flynn. Yeah, and did Biden go rogue when he decided to unmask General Flynn? Like, I don't get it. And then we've gone. Listen, the West Coast of the United States, I'm beginning to think, has gone full retard. Because they're canceling the showing. Portland Theater cancels showing of Kindergarten Cop because a radical leftist complained it glorifies police. I think we should glorify the police a little more. Because I'm 8 miles from the epicenter of this nonsense called the beer cold, and I gotta tell you that watching what's happening in that major city run by that communist pothead piece of shit de Blasio, well, there it is. And then the Trump campaign savages Biden's basement Biden in his new ad, alone, hiding, diminished. And he's home alone and he's hiding, and I think he knows what's coming down the pike. I think he knows he's in serious trouble, but I think we're gonna find that out soon enough. And then feeble Biden won't travel to Milwaukee for DNC. And will accept the presidential nomination from his Delaware basement. Cites ongoing pandemic. Yeah, all right. And then Rand Paul, senator, he introduced a legislation to fund U.S. families using current federal education funding. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, they're not going to school anyway. And why do we want to give this money to these radical scumbag teachers unions, which are just garbage? I mean, 66% of the arrests from the riots with Antifa, 66% of the arrests made were actually teachers, public school teachers. You wonder why your kids are fucked up? That's why. You didn't keep your fucking oversight. That's your fault, not mine. And then, what is wrong with old Joe, they ask. Biden struggles to say words, mental fitness, 2 times in a row. He's got dementia, and the fact that we're still writing about it and he hasn't been put in a home yet is fucking disturbing. This is elder abuse. Not happy about it. We're going to go to the moon. We are going to have a base on the moon. We're going to send people to Mars. Elon Musk after Tuesday's successful launch. Well, there we go. Back in the space race. And then huge Trump campaign fights, Nevada Democrat parties unconstitutional and unethical and attacks on election integrity, which is about time. Mass mail-in voting is stupid. It's stupid. It's unacceptable. It is going to be fraudulent. I've said it for 5 years now, and I'm going to say it again. Forget about picture ID, thumbprint identification. Thumbprint identification. If you're a felon, it's going to come up felon. You can't vote. If you're here illegally, there's some ICE agents for you. You tried to vote illegally in a country. That's interfering with a foreign election because you're a foreigner interfering with an election in the United States. Done. They're going after Russia, right? They said, oh, Russia, 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 but yet you got people defrauding the vote here. It's fucking nonsense. Like, I could run this place better than you folks can. So that's what we need to do. And then America-hating, cop-hating, leftist Rashida Tlaib wins her Democratic primary in Michigan. Yeah, well, we know why she won that. Because George Soros has backed her. She's a pedophile too. She's all for the rape of non-Muslim women and children. That's just what she is. That's what these folks are. I mean, you've got the mainstream media censors it. Look at what some of these folks in Iran and even folks, the refugees that are in England, are saying that it's their duty to have their way with non-Arab women, non-Muslim women. Yeah, because they're living in 3000 fucking BC, and that seems to be all right. And then here we go. This is from 9:45 a.m. Outrageous. Husband of nasty Democrat rep Debbie McCarsell Powell, who accused AG Barr of murder, was paid $700,000 by Ukraine oligarchs. So wait a minute. You're accusing someone of murder, and you got paid by a foreign... Oh, man, and these people, they're so stupid. I mean, they're so stupid. Because every time they do something, every time that man picked up his pen and wrote something down in that joke of a fucking hearing last week. A joke. It was a joke. That woman from Washington State looks like her face got smushed in when she was pulled out of the womb. I don't know if that was from the doctor trying to push her back in. But, I mean, obviously a discernment lobe was severed. But she gets paid $700,000 by a Ukraine oligarch. You think that's not going to be looked into? Every time that man picked up his pen, he was writing down someone's name. Can't wait till they look into that crazy, freak-looking broad from Washington State. And then Curl, the debates about the debates was created solely by Democrats. Yes. And then let's not forget this fat monkey-looking bitch. I mean, Oprah Winfrey. She's a billionaire, and she lectures poor white people on their white privilege. And what about your black privilege, you dumb cunt? I really hope this woman goes down with the Obamas. I really do. I hope that her name is one of the sealed indictments. I think it will be. And then the massive scandal, I think one of my guys I follow on YouTube covered this morning. EU pays Muslim Brotherhood 36.5 million euro to subjugate Europe. Okay? So you're paying for your own demise. That's incredible. You fuckers are... You're dumb. And how sad Joe Biden even forgets his tested all the time for cognitive decline. He's got dementia, guys. Let's get him out of there. And the only reason this whitey-hating, fucking rancid-looking bitch from St. Louis, Kim Gardner, yeah, she's a gardener, all right. I wonder if she realizes she's still a slave, considering she's getting bought off by white people. How's it feel to be a slave, Kim? You should be a gardener. Go outside and plant some food. Well, you'll be cleaning up highways pretty soon, because you'll be in fucking federal prison. We'll finally have you back. Well, you can finally claim then you were a slave. She received a 6-figure check from to save her campaign from none other than George Soros. And then this was good news. This happened this morning, and this lockdown's got us all really stretched to our wits' end. I mean, says FBI raids U.S. company with ties to Ukrainian bank tied to Hunter Biden's Burisma, lost billions in IMF and U.S. funds. And of course, we're at 69 days now in Portland. Rioters attempt to break into police union headquarters and set fires outside, because, well, that's, there you go. That's great. And then this one here, in Missouri, go figure, another Democrat shithole run by a bunch of fucking anti-American leftist pieces of dog shit. And it has nothing to do with the color of your skin. If you take it there, you're the fucking racist. Huge upset. Commie leftist Cori Bush. Isn't Cori a dude's name? You never know. She beastly looking. Anyway, defeats Lacey Clay. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not voting for Bush. I don't give a fuck what color you are. And I'm not voting for a woman who's got the name of a fucking stripper. Lacey Clay? No. Sorry. You guys got to do better than this. In Missouri District 1 Democrat primary. Go figure. Also backed by George Soros. And then Rep. Roger Marshall defeats pro-Trump Republican Chris Kobach. That... I don't know where that is. And I guess Trump went on Lou Dobbs last night and said that I do hear it's breathtaking what they found. He's talking about the Durham report. You know what they found. It's not just what they found with Obamagate and the spying. It's not about that. It's about... We know what it's about. We know that Obama had a $65,000 hot dog party flown in from Chicago. I mean, you're the fucking president, dude. You could have had them delivered. You sent Air Force 2 to pick up hot dogs, and you thought everybody could just get away with it. I mean, we know what they found. And when they do finally say, hey, you're done, what do you think the country's gonna fucking scream when they hear about this? To know that you had satanic pedophiles from George H.W. Bush all the way through Obama running this country. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? And it's worldwide. You've got them in office in Jersey, in New York, Pennsylvania. That Whitmer woman is... You're going to tell me that's not a fucking demon? And then here's one for us. This was this morning, or last night. Republican Iraq war veteran Peter Measure wins Michigan district primary held by never-Trumper Justin Amash. And a grand total of 136 people tuned in to watch Joe Biden's campaign unveil its Latino agenda. 136 people. You go, Joe. And Netanyahu 2 years ago warned about Iranian missile stockpiles in Beirut. That was in 2018, dude. Listen, he called it out, and Iran is a dirty fucking country with dirty leaders who treat their women like garbage, who rape their kids, who behead people. I mean, what are you doing even fucking talking to them? I mean, Lebanese people are awesome. Lebanon food is great. Why would the president of Lebanon allow this to happen unless they forced him to do it? And if he was hiding it because they told him to, and he just blew it up, Iran's fucked. And then terrifying moment, massive bomb blast wave hit church during Maronite Mass. And that was in Beirut. And that's really sad. And then I did watch the video, and I won't even comment on it because it was the George Floyd leaked body cam footage. And I gotta tell you, the dude was ODing. An ambulance should have been called immediately. So I will fault the Minneapolis police for that. But the man, you know what? I would have been fucking killed too if I was doing that. If I was fighting the cops like that, they would have shot my ass. Nobody would have said a fucking word either. Second generation born Italian American. Nobody would have said a word. But oh god, this Saint George Floyd. Bullshit. The guy was in jail 9 times. He had fentanyl, heroin, and methamphetamine in his fucking system. Okay? He was done anyway. Alright? And the money that he was spending, they found pallets of cash in Minnesota. In Minnesota and other sections of the United States, in the middle of the country. Counterfeit money sent here from where? China. So, I don't want to hear the nonsense. You folks out there who think that that the Democrat Party cares about you. Dude, they're evil. They're devil worshipping. They've left this country. And I would suggest everybody out there, you're home, you don't got work. These guys are fucking with your unemployment now, where, I mean, you're only going to get your normal amount. And there's still no jobs. And if you live in a state where you've got a retard for a governor, like we do here in New Jersey, they're going to shut you down again. Arresting 2 gym owners for trying to make money to support their families. That is, well, I guess that's not above Phil Murphy's pay grade, but the Bill of Rights is. So there's that. I mean, this is where you are, and it's really, really fucking disgusting. I mean, you got just anti-American people all through this country. I heard there was a hearing with Andy Ngo, who was an awesome guy, a gay immigrant. I believe he's North Vietnamese or Vietnamese, and he testified in front of Congress. And Yoko Hirono, I mean Maisie. Listen, by the way, if you name your daughter Maisie, punch yourself in the mouth repeatedly. It's bullshit. It's the dumbest name ever. And she's brain dead anyway, but she got up and walked out. She wouldn't even denounce Antifa. Are you shitting me, dude? Half of these people got trained in a foreign country under ISIS, and they came back, and they came back in. Oh, we'll get you in, no big deal. Y'all are retarded. I must say, I'm really disappointed in the lack of oversight. I'm disappointed in the lack of intelligence. The intelligence level in this country thanks to the school system and the chemicals in the food and the water. I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a rumor, so this is third-party information, so it's hearsay until I get more proof, that certain school systems in the state of New Jersey are handing out fluoride pills to the children. Mind you, fluoride drops your IQ 5 points every year. That would explain a lot about certain people that I know. Anyway, that's the news for this afternoon. That's just one. I mean, that's the GWP. There is a rumor that they are going to be putting. Well, it's not a rumor. I saw it in a paper that they're actually putting. They're putting checkpoints now at all entrances, bridges, tunnels to New York City. So now you won't be able to travel freely, and if you do come in, they're going to force you to quarantine. So speaking of New York and the shithole that it is, so New York reaches new milestone in coronavirus battle, whatever that means. Not too sure. That reads like a fucking Rob Reiner film here. Russia's man's forgotten floating bomb. Russian man's forgotten floating bomb is behind Beirut devastation. I don't know what that means. Why the Post will never forget tabloid journalism hero Pete Hamill. Don't know who that is. FBI raids YouTube star Jake Paul's mansion. Wow, I wonder why they did that. It couldn't be that maybe he's involved with something. And then this is star of Netflix documentary Audrey and Daisy, dead at 23. I wonder what she died of. And then Chiefs star splits with girlfriend, angrily denies cheating. That's nice, because that's what we need to talk about. Was it grisly drone footage of shows scope of Beirut devastation? Well, it was 270 fucking thousand tons of fucking ammonium nitrate. So come on, dude. I mean, what the fuck? So yeah, I mean, and coronavirus prick might not be as effective for one group of people. I wonder who that group of people is. You want to bet it's POCs? I wonder why, Bill Gates. So, I mean, you've got one paper that is just putting the news out there. No opinion on it, no spin. They just, here it is, whatever you think, you do your own research, fine. Or you've got the New York Post, which is just shit. I mean, every once in a while they get it right. Like when, that dumbass down in Minnesota, or Minneapolis said, some people did something? Whoo. That fucking, her towel's way too tight. You need to loosen that up. Maybe send her back home and she can have some fun down there. I did like the cover that they put out on the New York Post the day after she said that. It was a picture of the World Trade Center being attacked, and it said, here's your did something, Ilhan Omar. So, and CARE was nothing but a big Council on Islamic and American Relations. Now, bullshit. American Islamic Relations? We won't have any, because you folks are living in 3000 BC and we're in the present. Go back to your sand holes until you decide to join the present. You can't put women to death for rape. They were the ones that were victimized, and you're putting them to death. What the hell is wrong with you people? It's really it's starting to get me very disappointed that we are even remotely having to have these conversations where we actually still see news stories from Iran and these Middle Eastern countries that, I'm sorry, Trump was right, they're shitholes. They're shitholes. And we're getting stories that they're putting, they hung 2 rape victims. 2 women who were brutally attacked by a group of fucking dogs. But this is what you get when you inbreed. I mean, look at Rashida Tlaib. You're going to tell me that woman's parents aren't first cousins or at least brother and sister? Ilhan Omar married her own brother to get him citizenship. That's fucking kind of creepy. You know, Keith Ellison out there in out in Minnesota, he's all for Antifa, and he's part of the Muslim Brotherhood. You've got former head of the CIA, Brennan. He's a Muslim convert. I mean, don't you get it yet? You can't tell me that you don't get it yet, because if you don't, then you're just stupid, or you're in denial. I think I'd rather take stupid over denial, because you kind of can fix. No, you know what? I'd rather take denial. You can change somebody's opinion on denial. You can't fix stupid. And on that note, God bless you all, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon and a Wednesday evening. And we'll see what kind of juice gets turned up tonight, and we'll shake it loose and see what happens tomorrow morning. God bless and be well, and you know, make sure you go out there and raise some hell. I don't know. I wish I was in a state where we could open carry, because you're starting to get a lot of people that walk around here that look like they got a chip on their shoulder, and they look like they want to break stuff, and it ain't people of color either. It's, you know, these fucking weirdo leftist Antifa soy boy freaks who think they're better than everybody. So God bless them and good luck. 8,500 pound van and a 4.8 liter. I don't think it would be wise for you to get in front of me if you're not in a crosswalk. Thanks. This is not California, where the pedestrian right-of-way law was the dumbest thing ever. You want to be over there now, you step in road. Oh shit! Everybody's got to stop. Try that on Route 46 in New Jersey, Bergen County specifically. We'll see what happens. You'll be fucking smushed, and nobody will give a shit. We don't care. God bless and good luck.